Is that a weird ASMR thing?
Well, yeah, it's probably gonna be crunching.
That's what I'm getting at.
Oh man,
It's like blank screen, but just crunching.
it just tastes so good. Honestly, that's amazing.
I think it's a new genre.
Floor malting?
Malt crunching.
Listen, obviously, eventually there's going to be a whole category that's just for that.
It's getting real weird.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it's like you have to innovate, right? At the end of the day, you have to reach out there. You have to try to find that new audience. And I think that malt crunching is pretty straightforward.
Are we playing the right game? Right now, Josh is playing Final Fantasy X, sponsored by Mox Boarding House.
Hell yeah.
So confused.
Yeah, here. So let me show you, while he's fixing that, let me show you what I saw on Twitch. And then you tell me what genre this is.
Is that like an accordion?
I thought at first it might have been that this oiled woman was playing an accordion with her feet.
But my problem was I saw her hands on the thing I didn't even notice the feet. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, so apparently one of the things that you can do is put your oiled feet on a pair of binaural microphones, and that's the content. So it's like,
yeah, we're doing this all wrong.
I was gonna say, like, if I'm crunching malt, that's probably fine. Anyway, let's go back to the beginning of the ritual. Hello, I'm your internet friend, Jerford K. Horcrims, and however it came to be, you've fallen ass backwards into Acquisitions Intoxicated. It's glorious return. What is our purpose? To give you that which you already own, the art and science of brewing. So it's not going to be brewing today. We have a slightly altered heroic journey for you, but I am joined, as almost always, by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster and so much more, Eric J. Benson. And we're going to try Captain Crunk, which...
It's a good crunk.
Well, we should look at it. I mean, I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. And then, after we get done...
It was a cereal.
Totally. But I mean, like, material-wise, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
And then, obviously, after we iterate the first part of the ritual, we are going to teach you how to play commands and colors.
Ooh.
So, obviously, get tantalized. But it wouldn't be the first time. Yeah. Honestly, we did it twice. We iterated this ritual twice at PAX East.
It's true.
And it was great both times.
Yep, I agree.
All right, here. Now, so let's take a look at Captain Crunk.
Yeah,
resource-wise, material-wise.
I mean, this was kind of like all pale malt.
So it's pale malt is like the most basic. Yeah, right?
Super clean and crisp.
We have 2-row and pale malt. Is there a material difference? It's pretty close. Yeah, okay. It's just malt, basically. So simple, crisp, used everywhere.
And then we have a little bit of caramel and some caramel as well.
Oh, okay. And it was our effort, our sacred effort, to try to generate something that had a delicious cereal flavor.
Yeah, and we had some Idaho 7 in there, like fruity pebbles.
Or like a crunch berry.
Yes,
I think was our initial fantasy. Okay, there's some foam there. Honestly, that looks crazy.
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm saying the bubbles are right. It's just the first pour. I mean, this one's not going to be like that. I'm just saying I saw the bubbles falling out, and it brought me joy.
Ooh, look at that.
I know, right? Do you see how it rises?
Perfect color.
Do you see how it rises up? I mean, this color looks exactly like it looks in the fucking app.
In the book, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. Smells like beer.
It does.
Looks like beer.
Well, I think we did it.
Well,
We got there. Yes, tabletop GM, the art and science of brewing. That's exactly right. Oh,
are you getting shit on?
It seems that Twitch took 5 minutes to get the notification out. Well, listen, again, however it came to be, and of course, Cranston Snore, thank you so much. However it came to be, you eventually arrived, just as was foretold in the ancient scrolls. So,
they used ass backwards in the ancient scrolls?
Yeah, that's where it originated.
That's forward thinking for them.
No, it is. Yeah, it's they may have had a time machine. So, but no, yeah, it's super. Like the texture, the color, very solid. All right, now I'm going to put it in my mouth. So,
congratulations.
Prepare yourself.
Ooh,
It's just nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, compared to some of the shit that we get up to,
That's oddly just nice.
which is quite perverted, honestly.
Yeah.
And certainly, and no doubt, perverted as a direct result of the wickedness that these teens get up to. And I think the carbonation, I think, is better.
Yeah, it's just nice.
I think that this is actually.
Because it was carbonating for like about 3 weeks.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it had 3 weeks to get to know itself, but that is. It just has like the gentlest, like honestly, the Idaho 7.
Just want to relax, sit on a couch, and make friends with Captain Crunk.
This is what's going to happen.
It's delightful.
Let me some more. And I think the Idaho 7 is actually really well chosen.
Yeah, it's delightful.
It's just a juicy, tasty fruit that sits on top of a big fucking thing of malt juice. No, listen. Now, there's no complicated review to make of this.
Yeah.
It's just rock solid.
Yeah, it's real good.
Like if you went to it's like you stop into like Red Hook.
Yeah.
And you get their amber.
I like this better.
This is definitely a cut above. But I think that like as a baseline, as a calibration instrument, Captain Crunk definitely indicates that our sacred purpose is being fulfilled.
Yeah.
This just tastes right. It just tastes good. It's exactly what it should be. Now, the fear is that we've created a monster on the ABV side.
I don't think so.
Because so many
5%. I mean, it's just a pale malt. So.
No, for sure. But
we'd have to have like 20 pounds of pale malt to really.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. There isn't any other fermentables in there that are going to take it to the moon. But the main thing for me,
nice.
It's just
a comfy little blanket.
It's perfect. Honestly, this is going to be, I think, a very judicious war game beer. Like we're not going to get.
Oh no, we've got a war game beer.
Oh, is there something else?
Yeah, it's going to put war in our mouth.
Yeah, right. There's going to be a conflict in the craw.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. 100% success on this. And at 5.1, I mean, I think I remember being happy when it settled out at 5.1 from the channel, just because sometimes it's not. But it's like, again, I never trust myself to know what the ABV is, just because we play so many cool tricks and put so many like spins on things that it's like a juice force or a fruit force. Like by the time you drink it, you're like, that tastes good, and then you look at the can, and it's a high number.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
That's just delightful.
No, there isn't anything wrong with it. It's just it's evidence of
Keep it in the fridge.
Frig. It's evidence of a storied and established brewery. That you can just drop something like this and it's at the apex. Hey, so talk amongst yourselves briefly. So Chris Solis was in town.
Oh, that's great.
And I took him over to Great Notion.
Wonderful.
Because we had gone to Great Notion one time, like at the end of a storied evening of drinking. And I remember being shocked by some of the stuff they're doing. So they're messing around with like IPAs and stuff now. But
that's boring.
I mean, everybody has to do it.
Yeah,
right?
but that wasn't the point of that place.
No, exactly. So most of their stuff is still crazy ass smoothie beers, and they're still killing it. But I was like, so what do you want? Let me take you out to dinner. Like, what do you want to eat? And he's like, I really just want something simple, like a burger. And I'm like, well,
my God, those Jollies.
I took him immediately to Maritime Brewing, the Jolly Roger, which is their tap house, and that menu's still the same shit. They're not. They mess around with an IPA every now and then, but they still got the cask rolling. Right? They're still doing all the basic classic stuff. Oh,
I can hear fucking high heels like clicking.
Chili?
Yeah.
Oh, is there still a surfeit of
It's all the chilies.
award-winning chilies?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
This is not the award-winning chili, but it's mine.
But there are many like it, but this is yours. Here, so Jen, are you over here trying to get? Oh, Well, here, entree-vous. Here, so let me get you a beer for your own.
I mean, beer and chili is good.
No, this is going to be a pretty sick afternoon. Like, you got shit dialed in, and the carbonation is popping. I'm going to give you. I mean, look at this photogenic. God, you don't even know. You don't even know how beautiful it
Jesus,
is.
I was taking a drink.
Here you go. No, dude, this is so. What I want to introduce you to, Jen, is Captain Crunk.
Okay.
Which is, it's designed to be a cereal
Okay.
that you can drink.
That sounds delightful.
I mean, I think, and honestly, and it's only 5%, so we're moving in the right direction. You can come right here if you want to. You can, you're like, I don't know where to put my chili. A classic problem that one often has in the studio.
That's, what's it?
Shit, do they got chunks of?
I put chunks of cheese in it.
Oh,
We had the cheese pieces in the
Okay,
fridge.
I see a lily pad of white cheddar. And
I feel like I'm being judged right now
no,
for my
zero.
culinary decisions.
Are you serious? No, cheese must be eaten. No, at our house, all the chili accompaniments are like cheese and sour cream.
I put hot sauce.
Oh, absolutely.
All the hot sauce, which actually wasn't that hot. We need better hot sauce here.
Well, we've gone. Listen, here. No, you don't.
Maniacal laughter
You
in the back.
don't want to test this because there's hot sauces that are in the kitchen for human beings.
yeah, there's
And then
our hot sauces
we used
that
to
are
eat
insane.
hot sauces as a punishment for when you would lose a unit. Isn't it nice? It's so nice. And again, only 5%. Nothing crazy, nothing scary.
like
An ally,
Yeah, it's like a casual in the park beer.
a friend, but to drink.
Yes.
But no, we have a variety of grotesque hot sauces back here that are more on the stud. I was just going to say, no, Ghost. Yeah, I was just going to say, no, if it's not too. I'm saying it's not too late to examine.
Now,
We have got
I will
some.
say this.
No, put that the fuck away.
Which one is
Nobody,
it?
it's that dumb gummy bear.
Okay, no,
Fuck that.
we've
Nobody
had
nobody
we've had
eats
some-
that thing.
We've had some stunt products where, like the Devil's Toe, which was like 50 billion Scoville. I kept it in my mouth for like a minute. It was not a good idea. It's
I'm open to try because this is no offense, it's a little weak.
no.
It's something that me and Eric made.
No, I was going to say so, but we do have
it's
some sauces in
tasty.
there.
They're all
It's not spicy.
brought over to the beginning when they had the thingy.
Oh, okay. So it
We're
may
actually
be.
out of sauce.
Well, here. I do have something that might not be sauce in the classic sense,
the fuck
It's a good chili beer.
right?
Looking for pure cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we disposed of that as well. That's
No.
something we
It's
forgot
been
about.
it's been out here. Hang on.
What is that?
I have no idea. I can't tell if it's a cupcake, a pastry, or
Is that those little cornbreads we had from the cook-off?
don't know.
Yes, those are the gooey butter cupcakes.
They don't smell like anything.
It might have been pitched.
They look
Oh,
very
really?
light.
Yeah.
They do look very light and delightful.
Oh, no, there it is.
I really appreciate this hunt for hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Am I
should,
gonna regret it?
yeah. Depends on
Well,
how many.
no,
It depends on how many drops get put in.
I'm just saying it's an option. So there are those twisted beasts for whom hot sauce is not the thing
Is it in a pill bottle?
yeah.
because it is pure capsaicin.
You're not gonna smell anything until
Here,
you
I'm just gonna
open the
see.
bottle.
It smells like fish bait.
Actually, God, here. This is amazing. Here.
Has it changed?
No, I have to get this off. Here.
Fuck happened?
No. Wrong hand.
Oh!
Wrong hand.
It was wiping it on me.
It burned through the dropper.
Uh-oh.
It burned through the
Here.
dropper.
Here.
Here, put it down right next to the chili and I'll zoom down in on
Yeah,
it.
I feel like...
Okay, never mind. Don't put that in your chili.
yeah.
It burned through the dropper.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here, can you take it out of the bottle real quick?
No, I
Don't
don't know if
touch.
you can.
I got nails.
No.
It'll burn through my nails.
Here. I got it. I'm tough.
You're a tough, manly man. What the hell?
Oh, that's new.
So
not normal.
No, because we tried the pure cap. Do not touch.
Oh yeah. Oh,
we
gosh.
tried the
Yeah,
pure
it's leaking
cap
out.
for a while, but for us, it actually wasn't as harsh or intense as some of the interesting sauces that we were fucking around with at the time. So what we see now is in the interim period, this demon liquid, and now a slurry
Oh,
of.
what the hell is
Ew, what
that?
is happening to it?
Yeah,
Pretty gross.
and now
yeah.
a
Clean
demon
wash your
slurry
hands after that.
of rubber.
So you're saying I shouldn't rub my eyes?
No.
No.
Now a demon
That's
slurry
like
of
fucking
rubber
mud.
and
Oh,
poison.
that has a scent.
Yeah. So this is now going to be thrown away.
Right. Yeah, that smells
Yeah,
like
we'll
burnt
just-
tires.
We'll just here. I'll take a couple of those.
Yeah.
Thanks, pal.
Here you go. There you go.
We'll just put that in there.
Put that right there.
We'll just here. Why don't you put one of these on your fingies? So anyway, that's a thing that people put in their bodies.
Cool. I will not be one of them. Thank you.
Yeah, great call. But anyway, now that you have access to Captain Crunk,
Very
it's
delicious.
ready
Very
to
good. It's very, very creamy. Very nice.
it's ready to serve. It is absolutely.
Beautiful.
Oh no,
It's beautiful with chili.
I was overjoyed that you rolled through. It's an incredible product. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoyez-vous. All right. So after that brief, dark interlude, where this is a sauce that transformed the vessel that contains it into sauce.
Good times.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hot when we ate it.
This is what I mean. Like, I would much rather try pure cap than Mad Dog 357.
I wouldn't go that far. Mad Dog's nothing.
Mad Dog, for me, Mad Dog was the worst, but I think it had to do with the fact that it was like the most oily of the sauces. So it's like napalm. Like,
nothing
it gets on
hurts
there.
me after that dumb fucking gummy bear. Nothing can hurt
Oh
me.
my god! Yeah,
I'm
dude, that was
invincible.
dark. Well, dude, we were concerned about like.
I thought I had to go to the
about
hospital.
heart, about the human
It felt
heart.
like I was getting stabbed in the stomach for
No.
45 minutes.
Oh yeah, it was dark. It's like it was amusing like for a second.
Yeah.
And then it was actual. It was actual trauma.
Yeah.
It ceased to be a bit.
Yeah.
And then became a cardiac event.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not what we're going for. Aqua Regia? Yeah, exactly. In fact, I think that some of it might have gotten on some other part of my hand. And
Your finger's starting to dissolve.
well, I mean, the bone is not. No, I got it. The bone is not yet visible. Yeah, Jester, I don't know. I don't know if it's true. Oh boy. All right. Now, so now that we have emerged from that traumatic event, there is a treat. This is you said it was a butter cake?
Gooey butter cupcake.
Gooey?
Gooey butter cake in cupcake form.
Yes. I mean, so we've already made something that is essentially.
Is this like a gooey duck in a cupcake?
I hope so.
It is, and I can say this because I'm the one who made it, and it's from my place of origin. It's white trash food. It is.
Oh.
The lower level is simply yellow cake mix with butter.
Uh-huh.
Put over the bottom. And then the top level is cream cheese, butter, and a pound of powdered sugar.
Oh.
What, mixed together?
Yeah, cream cheese, butter, powdered sugar, a little vanilla, mix it together, and you layer it on top.
This expression has nothing to do with your cupcake. It's my medicine that hurts my jaw
Oh, you got a hold of your.
when I eat.
Oh, when you bite?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh, that's delightful.
St. Louis.
Oh, that's great.
There's nothing. Yeah, I mean, similar to the Captain Crunk. There's just nothing wrong with it, right?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, when you white trash food, I mean, we're talking about what, like casseroles?
Oh yeah, no, okay. This one time.
No, I mean, I understand that this is my own derivation, and
Yeah.
so
No, it's.
I have some experience with this cuisine.
Hmm.
Thanksgiving once, Erica refused to make it. They wanted her to make a corn casserole, which was literally
Yeah.
corn and cream cheese.
Yeah, it's great.
And that was it.
Yeah,
I was
like-
no,
no,
I'm gonna
like-
add some spices.
No, like canned corn.
Yeah,
Canned corn,
this is
cream
great.
cheese.
Corn casserole. Yeah.
Yeah. It's slightly modified in our family. They call it the
We
corn.
put pepperoni in it.
Yeah, god damn it. Corn pudding is there. So it has a little bit more structure, but most of it is exactly the same. And then there's a variation on it that is essentially identical, except instead of corn, they use frozen hash browns. That's another classic.
Yeah, Erica put in some like Lawry's Cajun seasoning salt, and people went nuts. Like, oh, this is so flavorful. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, listen, for them, if they have think about how many times they've had grandma's corn thing,
Yeah.
and then you hit it with that Lawry's, and they're transported.
Do you ever have like spinach dip that you make out of the little packet?
Oh, I was going to say, no, this is, in Brenna's family, this is like a fundamental thing. And so
Yeah,
sometimes it'll be in the bread bowl.
Yeah. That's like one of the Christmas staples. Like, where's the bread bowl spinach dip?
No, that is a Holcomb. I have never been to an event that Brenna's mom, people must demand it.
Yeah.
I've never been to an event at Brenna's mom's house that doesn't have the bread bowl with the spinach.
I think I just like shit that you can dip chips into.
Oh yeah.
Like nachos, that cheese dip I make, the spinach dip, French onion dip.
Anything that we can do this motion with,
Yeah.
I'm in. I respect it.
Yeah.
All right, now, okay, so we have covered a variety of topics already, and it's 12:30. Now, is there anything in that inspires?
Yeah, I guess dip is delicious. I
new theme.
agree, Crimson.
I suspect that, and dip is so old. Like, we have been dipping for a long time.
Millennia.
Well, yeah, I mean, have you ever seen like Moroccan food?
Yeah.
It's just
It's such a giant dip.
it's just a bunch of dips on a big plate. No, it's incredible. But yes, Crimson, this is Captain Crunk. It is a cereal beer, and it's quite good.
Though not a dip. Unfortunately.
I mean, I'm bold enough.
I mean, you could dip your...
It's like, we're gonna dip shit. Watch us do it.
I mean, that might be good.
Well, yeah.
Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, of course it is. It's a bunch of sugar.
Yeah, sugar and beer.
Yeah, it's a great combo. Now,
enough.
Diplominator.
Oh, that's weird. It tastes like a...
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, try it. It tastes like some kind of candy or like lollipop or something
It's
afterwards.
like
Well, here, let's dial it in, right?
16 ounces of cream cheese,
That's weird.
16 ounces of powdered sugar.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I get that, but like, it reminds me of something specific. I can't put my finger on it. It's weird, right?
Oh, you're right. It's some
weird.
kind of fair food.
Yeah. Oh, like a fried dough almost or something. No, maybe not fried dough.
No, it's something in that vein.
Is fried dough out here? Like, do they have this on
No.
the West Coast?
No, we call them elephant ears.
Oh.
But I think it's basically the
I mean,
same.
fried dough is just a big piece of fried bread, like fried
With
dough.
cinnamon sugar?
With, they use, East Coast is white, the white
powdered sugar?
confectionery sugar.
Oh yeah. I think it's
Not
mostly
really
the
a
same.
cinnamon sugar.
Out here, fair food for sure. That might be like boardwalk food or something like that. Like a
No, you get it at fairs.
okay, yeah, it's
And
exactly
like bazaars, you know.
yeah. I know the elephant ear, man. It's like $2.
Yeah, it's great.
Comes in the big thing.
Yeah.
No, it's exactly right. So it's fair. Yes, Diplominator. If you want to engage in this kind of behavior, it's good. Now, right. So let's figure out. I mean, funnel cake. Funnel cake might be an interesting vibe.
Ooh, yeah.
Just because funnel cake,
think we just did that
Funnel
with,
cake
like,
is like somewhere between all of those, right? A funnel cake, at least when I've had them, has been more of a cinnamon and sugar type vibe.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, you put jams and stuff on funnel cake, don't you? Like strawberries and stuff.
I
Fruit, I
haven't.
thought fruit was on funnel cake, or is that just crepes?
let's see. Yeah, funnel cake is sort of like a. Yeah, these are the ones that I've seen, but I would be
Oh,
surprised
yeah,
if someone.
I guess that's true.
I would be surprised if someone didn't put jelly on it. It's begging for jelly, but no, a funnel cake baked good concept might be good as a beer. You want to engage exclusively in this type of behavior. Fair enough. Deadlands requires a significant amount of education.
Listen, I don't know about you, but I'm always willing to tell people about Deadlands.
I mean,
You mean Weird West?
Yeah.
Like that's not really that tough to.
well, Deadlands is Deadlands is a unique take on it, I think.
Ghosts in
with
the
its-
Weird West?
With its ghost rock.
Yeah.
I love Deadlands so much.
Oh man, it's so good.
Wait, which Deadlands are we talking about? I'm talking about the RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. They had a CCG for a little while there.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It was like a LCG. wasn't it?
Boomtown. No, I think it was. It could have been. Maybe it was a box set. Lembus. Oh, that's interesting. No, Jux, was it a CCG or did you buy it in boxes?
an LCG.
I don't remember. Yeah,
See, I was right. Yeah.
he's got it.
Don't fuck with me.
He knows what's up. Let's see. Have we done a Helldivers beer? We have not.
I don't think so.
And I mean, I can use this as an opportunity to explain
I just started playing it.
the
Please,
game
because
to
all I
Eric.
know about is that you dive through hell.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, most people right now are fighting on a world. They're playing Helldivers on a world called Hellmire. So it's
Man, they really branched out.
Hell is a theme. Hell is pretty wild. Yeah. So Crimson, at a PAX once, somebody taught me how to play
Yeah,
L5R.
L5R was great.
And-
L5R was amazing, and the
was something
second
else.
iteration, the LCG, that Fantasy Flight was pretty good too.
Yeah. I was surprised that Fantasy Flight went like traditional CCG for Star Wars Unlimited. Oh, like I thought LCG was going to be how they address that market broadly. I just can't imagine them doing a crack a pack type.
I think it's a great idea
Card
because it depends on the. For me, when I look at it, it depends on the product or the license. With Star Wars is so vast and so big and has so much a fan base. I would never do an LCG. I would always do a CCG because people are going to just want the cards.
As a collection thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never do an LCG with
It's
it.
similar to Lorcana, right?
Yeah.
You can guarantee
Yeah, there's multiple
a
fan
certain
bases.
level.
Some people aren't
play
into
it.
LCGs.
Yeah.
They just want the card.
Exactly. All right. Now, is there anything else? Nino Cooney? I remember that. Yeah, fire tornadoes are fucking insane.
They're the worst. I just started playing Helldivers. It's great.
Yeah. Here, no, Jux, I mean, if you can sell a CCG, I'm just saying, like, I've been around that industry long enough to see, like, so many CCGs get blown out. A lot of people just didn't attempt them. Yeah. So I think these two themes are good. We'll pick one of these, and then we'll take it to the hoop. I think I definitely got some pure cap on my nose.
Did you? That's good. And rubber, apparently.
Yes, and some toxic melted rubber. I couldn't believe. I opened it up and I was like, "Is that the fucking dropper?"
It's impressive.
It's insane.
I just think it's funny because we didn't like. It wasn't that hot.
I didn't think again. Like we stopped. It wasn't extreme enough. Like we were eating like raw peppers and crazy hot sauces on crabs and stuff like that. The pure cap, it's like we were looking for a different experience. And it was like, it was hot, but it was just hot. There wasn't anything else to it.
Yeah, I remember like decades ago when it came out, and like hot sauces weren't like there weren't a million of them at that point. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it
There wasn't
a
like
store.
there wasn't like craft hot sauces like there are now, right?
Yeah. You'd see like a couple that
Yeah.
had funny names
Yeah.
and donkeys and like there's an outhouse and
remember you
you
had-
guys going, oh!
Like their old gimmick was when you went to buy a bottle of it, you had to sign a waiver,
Oh, nice.
right?
Yeah, it's like that at, God, what is it? It's the Alps. There's like a candy / hot sauce shop by Leavenworth.
Oh yeah.
And they used to be like, you must be 21 years old to
Yeah.
sample these sauces. And then it's like, it used to be really, really cool because they have a ton of them, like a ton of ones that they make there. And after COVID, like it used to be like fun to just like, people would come there and try the sauces and it was like a communal ritual. And then like post COVID, it's just that whole area. It's just like you just go in, buy the stuff and leave. Whereas it was kind of a fun scene before.
Interesting.
Here, so we're gonna go for the Hell d'Hiver.
Cool.
All right. So now let's dial in Helldivers even farther. So Helldivers, obviously, culturally,
Is a game.
is a game for sure, but it's also a satire. I mean, it's
It's a satire.
there's a lot of weird stuff going on. So, is there something? Is it like from Super Earth? Is this a product that is this issued to ships? So is it something that's coming from Super Earth and being distributed? Right?
Wait, there's a thing called Super Earth, and you're fighting on Hell, a planet Hell. Who the fuck names this shit?
Well, the whole thing is designed to be as dumb. It's like Starship Troopers, like taken farther
okay, even
than
farther.
Starship
Okay,
Troopers.
so gotcha.
It is. You are meant to react to something like Hellmire.
Right.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Super Earth is where you're from.
Okay.
Right.
So that's the shtick.
No, it's a shtick.
Yeah.
Right. That's the vibe, and,
Okay.
and people love this vibe. So, is this something that is issued to ships, or is this an automaton oil, or is it a terminid ichor?
They use the word terminid?
The bugs are called terminids.
Man, are they trying to get sued?
Sony technically owns the IP, so people are welcome to sue Sony if they'd like.
I don't know. GW could.
They could try. So terminids, and then at one point the terminids were going too crazy, and we had to install termicide towers to stop the terminids in their tracks. But it seems like exposure to the termicide caused some terminids to mutate uncontrollably and become incredibly dangerous. The game is unbelievable. Oh yeah, exactly. Terminids. No, they're not harvested for oil.
They're killed and then put underground. And
They're harvested for E710.
Yeah. Put that upside
That.
Dummy. Yeah, LME. Exactly right, pal. Exactly right. So it sounds to me, looking at the vibe, Lady K. So it sounds to me, looking at the vibe, that we're looking for something that is an item for consumption on ships. This is issued by Super Earth to Helldivers. Okay, so the first phase of the task is complete.
Okay.
Now, so Super Earth, so sometimes it's funny. When we were losing a campaign, so there's a DM that operates the Galactic campaign. You're getting updates, like in-world fictional updates in the game all the time.
Somebody's job at the company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel.
They call him Joel.
So it's one dude. Like
I
it's
don't.
not like
I think that Joel can't possibly be one person.
what I'm getting at is there's not multiple games with different stories going on because there's different GMs.
No, Galactic
That would have been
War.
fucking cool.
No, everybody's actually playing the same map.
Okay.
And so, at different times, we're being focused on different areas. But of course, people are not. You don't have to go do that. And what happens is that there's different subcultures that are not interested in fighting the main campaign.
Yeah, fuck Joel.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Exactly. But they came out once when we were losing something. They're like, hey, yeah, victory is for people who like work hard and do shit. And you didn't do shit. And then they literally are like, yeah, so we're thinking about suspending procreation licenses.
Well, what's that? Like you can't have kids or something
Yes.
in the game?
That's part of like the lore joke. They're like limiting procreation because Helldivers are not engaging with it. I'm telling you, the game is insane.
That's pretty funny.
It's
cool.
So weird. So, but now we know. So this is a beer that is coming from Super Earth. It's all Starship Troopers all the time.
Yeah.
And so now we have a sense of who would be issuing this stuff out. So what does it look like when your galactic empire is issuing, maybe for successful missions?
Well, is the being Joel or the omnipotent body that comprises Joel,
Right.
issuing this to the masses?
They want it to be in universe.
Okay.
And so we got to think about like, so what does this like, literally like obviously 100% fascist government, when they're issuing out your ration beer, what does that look like in universe? So now we need our
We're clear.
right. Yeah. Now we need our themes. So what is it actually like? Yeah, Twitchy sauce, I think it's got to be, because we know how they are. It can't be, they're not going to give it to you unless you've already accomplished the task.
Oh.
They're never going to give it to you ahead of time. That's just not, they don't use their levers of power to do anything but reward success, right?
I'd say a Munich Dunkel. That'd be fucking cool. It's not even March, but oh wait, we're close enough to
Yeah.
March.
Yeah, so it's,
I'm
Munich
thinking
Dunkel
of.
is sweet.
I'm thinking of Marzan. Sorry.
It's sweet, rich.
Both. We're going to do a
Yeah.
Munich Dunkel, which is fucking delicious, and a Marzan because we're close to March, and it's also goddamn delicious.
Yeah, how's it spelled?
Which one?
Marzan?
Marzen.
Okay, Zen. There we go. All right. I mean, these are both great, right?
Yeah. Oh, they're both absolutely delicious beers.
and they're both great classic, like
German beers.
ancient like traditional recipe. These are earth beers.
Yep.
Let's see. I mean, they're both like dark, rich, sweet beers. I think I'm not sophisticated enough to understand that. Like, Marzen is basically
No. A Marzan is not a dark beer.
Oh, it's not?
It's an amber. It's a
okay.
March beer, like Spaten. It's like, think of like,
like a
not like an
Oktoberfest,
Oktoberfest, but
that's different.
They're brewed in March, and they're light and amber.
and friendly.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now the Munich Dunkel. This is the beer that we made after a long period of trying to triangulate Mike's palate.
Yeah.
And we did all kinds of crazy shit. We put candy in beer. We did this and that. And then eventually we just made a classic Dunkel.
Yep.
And he was in.
Yeah.
We did not have to, there was no manipulation required.
No, it's hilarious.
It's just.
It was the best.
Oh, now Demetrios, I see. So you're talking about, Martzen should have the funny letter. Martzen often has smoked malts, which is perfect because it complements the smell of the bodies you've left burning in the battlefield. Now this does happen.
Huh?
I have never had smoked malts in a Martzen, but
Yeah, neither have I. I mean, a Rausch beer, yes. But
for sure. Oh, yeah, there are definitely German beers that have that are smoked or peated.
I don't think I've ever had a Marzen with a
Right.
smoked malt in it, but I could be wrong. They're usually bready and light.
Yeah, that's been my experience. Now, my guess, I'm going to try my best, but I think it's Veltaya hobbies. That's my guess.
Oh.
Now, you tell me if I'm close. But obviously, thanks for this up. Can, not must. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of regionality, too, in these beers as well. German beer culture is very, very established. Perfect. Oh, is it instead of a Y, is it more of an H?
Marathon.
Märzen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me to learn that I had done it correctly. I have a really hard time saying words the same way lots of times. I have to change it. It's a brain thing. I have to fuck with words all the time.
Yeah. See what he does with the blue.
Even once I learn
like
the right
chocolate.
one.
Man. Whew.
No, it has to be something novel like this. Chocolate, obvious. If you said
like
chocolate wrong,
chocolat.
well, listen, chocolat. I mean, who among us, right? All right, here. So they're going to go for this Munich Dunkel, which obviously a classic traditional earth beer. We're looking for something to celebrate.
Fascism?
Well, yeah. I mean, yes. In essence, that is one of the. This is definitely a theme.
Yeah.
And obviously, in terms of it's also just like a great game, but the hook around it makes you feel a little weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like especially because they refer to the automatons as like they have hard coded communist sympathies.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like if you can continue to look at it from up here and assess it, it's pretty good.
Managed democracy.
Managed democracy.
Oh, and you vote by taking a BuzzFeed-style poll.
It's a personality quiz.
Personality quiz, and the computer votes for you.
That's managed democracy. Do they actually speak Russian, Wookie? All right. Oh, here. So they looked up the Märzen.
Yeah, it was a
the
Rauch.
smoked malts.
Yeah, it was a Rauch beer.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Now
That's why it had the smoked malts. in
yeah,
it
it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, that first chunk right there, and certainly we've made those. We've like smoked our own malts, and we smoked them with the mildest wood we could find, like an apple, and it's still pretty intense. It's pretty good too. Yes, Juck's exactly right. Luckily, this entire thing exists deeply in the realm of fiction, and so nothing like it has ever occurred. Now, all right. So Märzen, let's talk about. They chose no Märzen. They want the Munich Dunkel. So tell me about how such a beer starts.
Well, it's it's a German beer, so it's not going to be huge in ABV, right?
Yeah.
You're looking at 4.5 to 5.5 at most.
Yeah, and honestly, like, to me, yeah, let's say 4, 5, 6.
So, like, as you reward the higher,
Exactly,
tier?
and my guess is that
and if you didn't do a good job, you get the shit beer or the shit ABV.
you get nothing.
If you do a good job, you get killed.
Well, that's not the
yeah.
point of the beer.
Yeah, no, honestly, I have to say, so obviously we're back in our.
It's like you did an okay job, you get 4%. You did a great job, you get 6%.
I mean, potentially. I think they are never going to give you enough alcohol. So the question here before us, it's a lore question, and that's going to determine how this number goes. Would they ever, for any reason, give you a high ABV beer? High ABV requires...
Keep going.
Well, sure, it requires increased resources, but think about how quickly things change on the front. This is why, like in Star Trek, they have synthahol, right? It provides intoxication, but can be quickly and easily shaken off, right? So, is there a universe in which Super Earth is actually, it's like a Victory Gin type thing? Are they ever going to give you anything good? Maybe not. And if they did, I can see it being somewhere in the middle, but I have a hard time imagining that they're going to expend the resources to go all the way to the top of this, right? Liquid Courage is absolutely a thing for suicide missions, but they also have you jacked up on stims. So, and I know that the stim is doing something because you can break your arm, your leg, your head, your chest. You can have all broken bones, one stim, and it's all cleared. Instantly.
So there's suicide missions in the game?
Suicide is a difficulty tier.
Oh, okay. I thought there was actual missions where you got killed and then your progeny you played the role of your progeny.
That's what happens. So you die all the time. So when you land in this game, at the basic level, if you're rowing down with 4 people, you have 20 reinforcements, and it's not, you're going to use them. Like, you die in this game all the time. It's not bad, unless you get all the way through your lives. That's an arcade thing. Unless you get all the way through your lives.
No Contra code, Konami code?
Yeah, but the whole game's based around Konami codes. But, do you know this?
It is.
No, I was just joking. I was literally making a fucking joke.
Here, I'll show you on this, so that everybody can come along with this. So look up Helldivers Stratagems. Helldivers 2 Stratagems. Okay.
Go to the wiki?
It should have the symbols. So let's scroll down. Let's just choose one. Here, let's try this. Let's try this sentry here.
Yeah.
I don't have an entry there. Anyone with a link, I guess.
Links are great. Okay.
All right, so when you were playing this game and you were surrounded by monsters and they're coming in, you're being overrun, in order to get the things that you need from the ship,
That's really...
you have to enter in Konami codes, some of which are up to 10 characters in length.
That's awesome. That's brilliant.
I agree. It's like as a by itself as a mechanism, it's like whatever. But when you're in the middle of this shit,
Do you have to remember the code, or does it pop up? Like, does it pop
it
up
shows up.
somewhere?
If you hold control, it shows all of your stratagems. Like that would be something. Like if they made you remember, like commit one to memory, that would be amazing. If there was like a hard mode, that would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
But that's the energy,
Wild.
right? No, it really, really is something else. So, I mean, I actually don't hate what I'm seeing here. I'm just going to say it's 5 and 5. We're going to go for 4.5 ABV, which, I mean, to me feels more or less correct. I just have a hard time imagining them committing any serious
Vast
resource to a Helldiver. So the ships that you fly in are essentially guns. It's like Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
So when you walk in, you load into the game and you walk in out of the cryofreeze, right? You can see that the ship is essentially loaded by a magazine of human beings in frozen suspension. And so when you walk in and you see the magazine click forward, all the bullets go chunk, 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 chunk. And then when you go to launch down to the planet,
That's really funny.
it loads brand new shells for all of you to get in and go down. Like I'm telling you, it's
Game's great.
I have not exaggerated any part of it. So, but it's important that you know this stuff because now we can take it to the hoop. So we have our ABV.
Yep.
Let's think about what else they're going to grant us, right?
Well, this is the SRM.
Yes. So
So-
this is the color.
You're looking at between 14 and 28.
Okay. All right, now let's take a look at the laptop ghost so that people can see the edges here. So now we're starting to think about it from a branding perspective. You are Super Earth, okay? Every aspect of your entire society is based around these patriotic exertions. And so we have to look at these colors and we have to try to figure out what each of these colors means, right? And so, I mean, I think 28 could easily be construed as like the soil of Super Earth, right? That rich loam from which we are all born. I think 21 is more of like I think that 18 is like a bronze brocade, you know, along the chest. That's the classic one. It's the mark of the hero, right? Let me go ahead and put this stuff in here. So 21, let me entreat you. What do we think about 21? Is this the ichor of the foe? What are we thinking?
The faux ichor.
Right? Yeah.
Sounds like a Lord of the Rings sword.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like the faux hammer.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? It's worth considering. So we have our brocade down there, our golden rich brocade. 28 is the rich dark loam of Super Earth. Bugweiser?
I mean, names are later, but boy.
That's woof. Diplominator, you know the rules. Yeah, it is, however, Dunkel. That's the range. And so it could be that it combines both. It could be that it combines the rich brocade of the heroes of Super Earth with that loam from which we all spring. So consider it. It could be that 21 could be, yeah. It's a great song.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually like really, really good. I was playing it to my kids and he's like doing this dance and they're like, I don't know why he's doing that. The song is good, Dad, but I don't know why he's going like this. And it's like, we were all doing
We
that.
were all doing that.
We were all going like this.
We had some weird candy, like
Yeah.
fun dip was a thing, like yeah.
Or like the big strip.
Yeah, of the dots.
It's so
that
cheap.
that you just rip
just
off.
fucking
and
lick.
then you're like, oh, I've got fucking paper in my mouth and I don't
You
care.
lick it. I don't give a shit. Paper hanging out the
Wait,
edge.
you lick the dots? We always just pulled the dots off of them.
You pull them off and bite them.
No, we would take the, no, sorry. You'd lick, or you would take them and then you would just like bite on the paper.
Oh yeah,
We had a lot more paper in our mouths. I mean, we were chomping
I'm
right
just
down.
saying, I never knew there was a lick ability on those things.
Yeah.
What the hell were they even called? I don't remember what those.
It might have just been like the dots, because you had zots and dots, right? I don't think that we have done managed brewocracy. Honestly, I think that one's still safe. All right, so here's what I love about this ritual. So we're talking about a color that is like focus tested to be the exact tone between the rich brocade of the hero and the dark loam of Super Earth. It combines both into a 21 SRM weapon of freedom. Now, the Ibu. This is going to be interesting, right? So these are not crazy.
No, it's
like most German beers.
again, it's between 18 and 28. You're really just using the hops to balance out all the malt.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's the IBU. Now, we can figure out exactly, when we get to the hop phase, we can figure out what this is actually being hopped with narratively. It's not a hop. I feel confident that it's not hops. I think it might be biological in origin, but I don't think that it's hops. Now, but for now, we're just saying, hey, how much do we want to balance that, the sweet nature of the brew? How do we want to leaven that with some bittering? Yes, Ghostly Clockwork, you do, in fact, have to use all parts of the bug. Oh yeah, Brandish, it's gland. It's some kind of, there's something in these bugs that, you know, it's like, it's got a unique flavor. So the new plan, after they got rid of all the bots, the new plan was to fight on the Eastern Front. Because it's pretty clear by now that the Terminids are themselves like the source of petroleum for the entire Super Earth culture.
That's fun.
Oh, the bots are back.
You know, the bots are back, but these bugs, and so the new plan is like, hey, we have to go out and set up the farms so that we can nourish these bugs. We can give them this nourishing material. So they're sort of branding the Terminids now as like a friendly farm type creature, but they are not. Some of them are several stories in height.
Fun.
And they'll spit on you and you'll die.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that's classic.
exactly. No way there's enough of whatever they're passing off as hops to make it actually bitter. Yes, Nickman, that's why I think it's actually some type of wicked gland. That's my guess. Yeah, exactly. Well, Rex Ready, you have to understand. No, obviously, please don't contact the democracy officer. I'm letting Eric know. I'm letting Eric know
Okay.
that obviously element 710 comes from bugs. Ow. How many beers have you made with glands? It's not one. I'm here to tell you right now. Demetrius says, speaking of hops, I read today that British hop growers are having problems with climate change, changing the flavor profiles of their crops. That's interesting. Because, I mean, we use several very classic strains here on the show and have for a while. It would be wild. You know, the same thing's happening with brie.
The
actual,
cheese?
the organisms, like what they use to make the brie, like the actual microorganisms are like attenuated, and they don't produce brie, or they're having a harder time producing brie that actually is white in color. And so back in the day, it was more yellowish in color. And so it seems like we might have to go back to an earlier, like to go on, we might have to go back.
I mean, does it matter that much?
No, I don't think it matters at all. I'm just saying that, like, they like this other organism because of this specific color. Like, that's brie.
Oh.
I don't give a shit. I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, because it tastes good.
I'm going to put it right in here. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
And it's not like it's affecting the taste.
No. I don't think so.
No. It's not like, like bananas don't really actually taste like bananas anymore. It's not
Exactly.
that extreme.
No. I like the rind,
Yeah.
and I like the soft. I'd put it in here. It's fine. 18.
Cool.
All right. So 18 Ibu. Now, let's jump into the back end of this. We gotta start with this rich, these tasty malts.
Tasty malts.
So what is it?
So I think here's so when you make a Munich
Yeah. It's pretty traditional.
Dunkel, you're usually using Munich malt.
Well, it makes sense.
So it can be anywhere from 0 to 100%. So the question is, how much Munich do we want? The rest we're going to fill in with the German Pilsner.
Yeah, here we go.
So do we want to do 50%,
Exactly,
75%,
exactly.
100%?
Here, so with Pilsner, it's going to be the...
No, you want to taste the Munich stuff.
Oh, no. Munich is obviously going to be the start.
Yep.
I want to get both of them out.
Pilsner
That's-
Sneckend to the right, the left. Yeah, there you go.
Sneckend?
I don't know where it came from.
Space?
Yeah.
All right. Munich.
Space malt.
I'm in. Here. So I'm just saying I want to give you the sense of it before I put those two in. I'm just going to try them both right now.
It's breadier.
Yeah, it's bready, it's rich. It has almost like a dark sweet.
Reads a lot of books.
Yeah, exactly. Cute glasses. Pilsner. Mostly a bright sweet. So those are the two differences, right?
So it's how much Munich do you want? And what does that mean for this beer?
Now, so we have to consider that the Munich malt, the more customary, unique industrial input, is going to be the Munich malt. So as we consider the predations of Super Earth, we have to consider how much of the actual Munich malt is the base of this brew. Right? So it's worth considering here in the mix.
In the mix.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's still a seed, it's not that hard to make, but one of these two inputs is probably cheaper, is my guess.
What do you mean?
It could be wrong.
The Pilsner malt is
Obviously,
always going to be
right?
cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. So the Pilsner is going to be, like two-row is going to be
It's very, very.
it's a base industrial input, right? So, but in either case, obviously they can flex it, they can make it happen. And you're constantly taking over worlds that they can use to grow more stuff.
It's great.
So there's cases to be made for any of these percentages here, in my opinion. Now, obviously, I think it's going to be tastier the more that it goes up. But we're balancing aesthetic concerns with narrative concerns. And so both things are important.
Well, I guess this is mostly narrative because you can go from 0 to 100. Right?
Absolutely. I'm saying that wherever we get slotted in here, I think it's fine. Now, in my mind, they're not investing a whole lot of Munich, but it could be that Munich malt is only offering up something to support the Helldiver Corps is like a significant part of what this government does.
It's like a stim patch.
Oh my God. You got to see it. It will play on the deck. People are playing it on the deck. It's
that's
actually one of the higher played
That makes sense.
games on
It
deck.
feels like
so you
a
can check it
Steam
out.
Deck game. Yeah.
I really think that there should be. I'm already getting very excited about a second Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Not to own. I mean, I don't need to get another one right now. I mean, the Steam Deck 2.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point of having a console?
Exactly. There's no point.
I mean, a console or a computer. Honestly, there's a certain point. Like, I have a configuration for my Steam Deck that has a monitor and a keyboard and a mouse.
Yeah.
And I do all my shit on it, and it's fine.
Helldiver's on my Steam Deck, and it runs great.
Is it fine? Oh, no, that's right. You were able to find some way to make it okay on there, right?
No, just like I just started and ran it, and it runs.
Ha!
Oh, you know what? I could probably do that with Final Fantasy.
No, Final Fantasy 14 on the Steam Deck is apparently like one of the great ways to play it. Because it is.
Says the guy who's already leveled to level 30 something and left me in the dust because I was away. But you know that's fine. Nothing to do there. Even though I suggested we play the game, but somebody.
No, here's what I'll offer you. I have not taken my white mage job,
Oh.
and that's so
So he's only at level 40,
30.
30.
But I have a mount. I am ready to assist with leveling. Full heals. Full heals.
This is what he's offering. You know, listen.
It's a robust.
Come in, yeah.
It's a robust
Yeah.
display. Now, 80%. Now, to my mind, this indicates. You know what? Let's say that it actually indicates narratively that several worlds that produce Pilsner malt were destroyed.
So what was the?
So
what
they're
was
going to
the
sell
number?
it. It's 80%. They're going to sell it like it's a sop to the Helldivers. It's like an index of the quality and the work that they've done.
What was our ABV?
The ABV is but 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah, David Novacatin, ultimately that's about the fact that Steam Deck hardware is not bad by any means, certainly compared to other portables, but it's definitely not at the apex.
It's also a small screen, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, so you're fine. For the most part, you just make adjustments to your resolution, and most things will play on there just fine. Yeah, I've done all kinds of stuff on there. Now, so base grains are done.
Yeah. So the first thing we want to do is, do we want to put some crystal in this to make it a little caramely or not?
A little richer. See, now crystal, but I like crystal as a vibe because I'm thinking it's an actual literal crystal, right? It's just some kind of rock or metal. But crystal, generally speaking, is added for a rich caramel flavor. So how do you want to present that? As
Crystal, yes or no?
Oh.
Because we're not going to put a ton in that.
All right, now. So there's your two. And again, narratively, I think that we have to accept that we're talking about, it's not a crystal like we have here, you know, like a crystal 77. Whatever. I'm going to have some, just so I can remember. Oh! Wow! That's lovely. That's like a rich, at 77, that's like a crunchy, toasted caramel candy flavor. Even though it's a grain, that's something else. But inside the narrative, no, this is a crystal. They're going to say it includes crystal, but it includes actual rocks and minerals extracted from hives. Industrial inputs. Just narrativizing. TJ Hansen, I think you made a great choice. After just eating, a mouthful of the Crystal 77, I think we're on the same page. Yeah, it's going to be a yes. So let's get that going. And so now base malts are complete.
Was that a yes or no?
Oh, it's a yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
No, base malts aren't complete. So, do we want to put chocolate malt in?
Oh, I see. There's more pervert shit.
Yep. Because this is going to determine what version of crystal we put in.
Ah. Now, chocolate malt, in this case, it's a darker character.
Yeah, it gives chocolate overtones
like a nutty-
and a little bit of coffee.
Exactly. So what I would say is that this is meant to indicate that there is a little bit. So we come back to on the loam, we come back to the color. I think there's a little bit of soil from Super Earth. Now, it's not really that. Obviously, that's dumb. That would be crazy for them to do. But that's what it says. Yes, Fatal. We are talking about a Helldivers post-dive beer. Successful. Yes, sediment. Exactly right. Bare minimum, you should just watch the intro video. I'm sure it's online. In-office vlogs. Hello, Jonathan Elliott. In-office vlogs. Back in the day, well, we had a whole team. We didn't actually do those internally. When we were doing those like PATV and like fourth panel
Wall breaks, yeah.
Yeah. It was basically like a podcast of the strip writing process.
Oh.
Yeah, Piero, exactly. We're exactly right in there. No, I mean we had a lot of fun. We had one team that we were working with, but then that was 2-player productions, and then they went over to like Double Fine and filmed Double Fine making games for years. I mean, I think they were part of one of those original Kickstarters. So then we worked with our friend Van and did some stuff, but Van has its own production company and he's doing lots of other stuff as well. Yeah, now the closest thing that I can offer, although it's not video, the Club PA Patreon does include a podcast by Mike and I where we talk about the origins of various individual strips. So if you enjoyed the Office action or the old podcast, that's probably the best product I can offer in that context. Yeah, and the DLC podcast, of course, is available right from the website. I occasionally go back and listen to it as well.
What was the SRM we were shooting for on this thing?
The SRM, from my notes here, is 21.
Cool. Okay, so let's talk about hops.
All right, now, again, hop. When we say hop, we are probably almost certainly referring to a leaping insect.
Yes.
Oh, Cole Snap, great to see you. Yeah, the podcast is just on Club PA. But yes, so this is definitely some type of gland, some type of ichor. It can't be, obviously, element 710, but it can definitely be some kind of detritus that is cleaned or scrubbed off of armor.
Well, I think a classic would be Saz. It's earthy, herbal, spicy.
Nice. And it's a classic noble, right?
Yep.
Earthy, herbal, spicy. So think about what the ichor you wash off of an armor plate after fighting bugs might have. No, ironically juxtaposable, Victory Malt is actually good. And so it's more like a Victory Gin situation from 1984.
I think Northern Brewer would be another one.
Hook me up.
Pine, evergreen,
Oh,
mint.
it's just plants.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just
tons
mulch.
of resin.
Yeah.
Like sticky resin. Yeah.
Yeah, Northern Brewer is dialed in. It's just bits of leaves and muck. Oh, well here, Jonathan Elliott, after we get done with this, we're actually going to show another war game. We're actually going to go through a full round of commands and colors, which is somewhere between a board game and a war game. But we'll be happy to answer any war game questions you have.
Ward game?
Ward game?
A board game?
Board game?
I think Columbia might be the other one.
Hook me up.
Columbus. Black pepper, earth, citrus.
Now, see, I think that's
That's
a really
Columbus.
That's a funny, yeah. That's a funny combination. And remember, we're talking about industrial scrapings and wash from armor plating that is being repurposed as a flavoring agent for beer. So earthy, herbal, spicy, pine, herbal, resin, black pepper, earth, citrus. All of these are all perfect. But which is the most perfect? Yeah, because the black pepper, you're just like, okay, what fucking part of the bug is this?
Well, or it's the gunpowder, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. Just like accumulation.
Yeah.
Well, Columbia has Diplominator. No, you're not wrong. The Diplominator is suggesting that Columbia has good etymological connections to manage democracy. Absolutely. If you're familiar with BioShock Infinite, of course, they mess around with that etymology and that iconography pretty strong. Twitchy sauce, you're saying that it's like a beaver? It's like a beaver ass vanilla situation? Could be.
Tasty vanilla.
Could be. Yeah, cloaca, whatever these fucking bugs have, for sure. Whatever this bug hole is. Blech.
Bug hole.
All right. I mean, I think we're close on this one. I think we got another rich winner.
Oh, yeah.
There's a scene near the end of BioShock Infinite where it becomes clear that all of the events of this and even earlier BioShock games are all existing in this infinite fractal dimension as people are like running into these towers. Like it is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Did you ever play that one?
Yeah, and I never played it to the end, though.
Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't. It got kind of slow there. Well,
You know, it got kind of slow there.
It did. Greg, BioShock 4 is called Judas. And there's a couple of previews of it out now.
Okay, so yeast strains. We have Bohemian, which is going to give us clean and malty and rich.
But nice.
You can do our European lager, which is going to be more dry and mild.
Interesting. Okay, I like that. A classic Earth lager.
Or a classic German lager, which is going to just be very malty.
It's just mega rich, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have these three classics. Now, yeast obviously is a just sort of a human universal. It's everywhere. You can get yeast from just about anything. Let's consider inside the chat where such yeast might be derived.
Ooh.
I mean, I spend a lot of time in that game walking through big plants and pushing them away so that I can get through. Yeah, I mean, crevices for sure. There's no question that from the same slurry, imagine that the same slurry that's extracted from the armor as a flavoring. Honestly, the ships probably produce this themselves. Now that I understand
that's kinda
it's
funny.
like a still suit thing.
Yeah.
You come back It's getting hosed off. It's getting extracted. It's going to be some combination of that natural.
They tell you it's from Super Earth. It's made in, like, the ship's basement.
It's literally made inside the ship. Yeah, they send something to your ship. Democracy officers, maybe. But it's literally being made there, and you wait for it to be delivered.
Yeah.
You wait for it to be delivered, but it's literally made from the waste products of Helldivers. It's a classic style, yeah. No, but I think that basically once that mulch is hosed out of the armor plates, I think it's spun in a centrifuge and then separated into its component parts. Dive bar. Okay, no, dive bar is a strong name
That's pretty. Yeah.
suggestion. Exactly right, Twitchy. It's Fremen adjacent, I think. And the funny thing would be if the actual act of fighting these bugs, if there is actually like a nice, strong, alongside the whole thing. Let's say, from a narrative perspective, let's say that the Terminid Project, which of course now in modern days is designed to manufacture Element 710. Let's say that it started as like a probiotic yeast. The very basic, yes. It's like yogurt that has jumped containment.
Why is it 710 and not just L10?
I'll show you.
I mean, I get oil upside down, but
No, they just won't do it.
oh,
They just won't do it. You're not wrong. It would be perfectly fine to do.
yeah.
Absolutely. They're looking for the clean malty rich of the Bohemian product. And they shall have it. Now, in an auspicious turn of events, you will see that it is 1:26. We now have a brief, tender portion of time here to do the name before we set up for the Wargaming backend. Now, Bugweiser was already put in there by Diplominator.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it in for you. Managed Brewocracy. And then for times, I'm going to put in Dive Bar because it's very good. It's very, very good. Orbital Strike.
Nice.
I'm into that.
Hell lager.
Yeah, no, Bugwise, listen, times, you got fucked on this one. Diplominator, it wasn't even name time, and Diplominator dropped this fucking juice.
Yeah. Hell lager is pretty good. I like that. Lagerty?
I get it.
I get it.
Super fluid. Now that's interesting. That's worthwhile. The belly of the yeast. Yeah. So we have lager tea, Lycor, pretty nice, Cranston. Levelon Crunk, I can feel the flavor.
Nice.
We have Liber beer, right? And we have a few things that are in this. I'm just going to combine them all into Liber tea and just honor that continuum.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah,
okay.
just compress them.
Yep.
All the ideas are there.
Yep. Democra brew? That's kind of
Dunkelocracy. Jack Lemon's coming in.
wow.
Oh, now Cookie Mom, that is kind of fun. Pretty nice. And Rex Verity coming in with the Element Lager. We love it. Jolo shots.
Nice.
Nerd. All right, I'm gonna ship this here in a second. I think I might have extracted the values Strategy.
Oh, that you need to try to gin.
Oh, we're good. I mean, we've got a
think- I
grip.
think
It's a
Oh yeah, there's 8 there.
it's a solid crop here.
Classic.
Really? So Cookie Mom coming in hard with the Element R-338.
Ooh.
Like putting up numbers, honestly.
What is R-338?
Well, they're doing the oil thing.
Oh, okay, I get it.
They're trying to extract value from the context.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
I thought for sure it was